These strategies are what will help you finally take control of your money and start adding some zeros to your net worth. Hello and welcome to Practical Personal Finance, where you get the information you need to understand and succeed with money. I'm Andrew Shear, and with a new year right around the corner, it's a great time to establish some new habits with money. So today, I'm going to give you 3 useful tips to help you spend less and save more in the coming year. Make sure you stick around until the end when I'll tell you about how millions of people are essentially borrowing money at more than 50% interest every year and they don't even realize it. Go ahead and click that like button, and if you're new here, click that red subscribe button too. You're about to learn something new about money. Tip number 1 is dividing your income into different groups as it comes in. Some people call those groups expense categories. There are plenty of ways to split up your income, ranging from straightforward and simple to elaborate and complex. You might want to take a look at the 50-30-20 strategy outlined by Senator Elizabeth Warren and her daughter Amelia in their book titled All Your Worth. With this strategy, you spend 50% of your income on your needs, 30% on your wants, and reserve 20% for savings and debt repayment. Or you might want to look into the barefoot investor buckets outlined by Scott Pape in his book, The Barefoot Investor. Scott recommends putting your money into 3 buckets called Grow, MOJO, and Blow. Inside of the Blow bucket, you've got categories like daily expenses, splurge, smile, and fire extinguisher. If you're interested in either of those strategies, there are links to both books down below. But maybe you're not ready to start using such an intricate system right away. If that's the case, you can always start small. Here's my friend Reece Caruso, a fellow personal finance YouTuber, with an even easier strategy.
For example, with the expense category thing, you don't need to do it instantly. It doesn't need to become a way of life overnight, but you might start putting a little bit of money away out of your paycheck for your emergency fund, just to begin to see if you can be disciplined enough to put, $20 per pay away. It's a small amount, but after 5 weeks, that's $100. After 10 weeks, that's $200. And basically, if you can be consistent and do this, then you might be able to add something more to that process. And ultimately, the outcome of this is what I love saying, is you're going to build good habits.
Tip number 2 is to arrange for all of your monthly bills to be paid on a single day at the beginning of each month. Right now you might have rent due on the 1st, your cell phone bill due on the 11th, and your electric due on the 19th. It can be tricky to remember all of those different dates, and even if you're using autopay, you might find it difficult to make sure you've got enough in your account so that you don't overdraft. To eliminate the confusion and the clutter, you can call your service providers, whether it's your cell phone carrier, electric company, or internet provider, and ask to have your billing schedule changed. In some cases, you may not be able to adjust the billing cycle, but in many cases, you should be able to. Make it so that all of your bills come due on the same day each month, like the 1st or the 15th or the 25th. Something easy for you to remember.
What you're going to eventually do is pull all of your bills and your monthly expenses together, and what this does is it gives you a sense of absolution. You 100% know when your bills come in, and why this is so powerful is it should never be unexpected. It should be something that only needs to be done once per month. So if essentially, other than buying things like groceries and potentially food, for most of your expenses, you're only going to need to spend 1 day a month, so 12 times a year, to pay them, which I think is a really good system because it takes your mind off of, is there a bill coming this week? Is there a bill coming next week? When is this bill due? I don't know. Compared to, it's the 1st of every month.
Tip number 3 is to pay upfront for an entire year instead of paying monthly. Let's say there's a service that you're paying for monthly, and you're confident that you're going to continue using it for the next 12 months. It makes sense to pay for that service in one lump sum for 2 reasons. First of all, you'll have fewer monthly bills to worry about. And second, a lot of times you can save yourself a few bucks. Disney Plus is $83.88 per year if you pay monthly, or $69.99 if you pay in one lump sum. Amazon Prime is $155.88 per year paid monthly, or $119.99 paid up front. And don't get me started about how much you can save by paying for your car insurance all at once.
A good example is my gym membership. I have gone to the gym since I was 16. I'm 26 now. So 10 years. It's something that I'm going to consistently do. It's something that I'm confident I'm going to consistently do. Essentially, I have no reason to pay on a monthly basis. And what I worked out was I could actually pay up front. So I could pay a full year, full 12 months up front, and get almost $150 off of my gym membership.
There's a reason that companies tend to tell you the monthly price for a subscription before the annual price. Take Hulu, for example, $5.99 per month or $59.99 per year. They want to make it appear as though you're getting a deal for paying for a full year in order to encourage you to sign up for a longer period of time. But if you instead think of Hulu as something you pay for annually by default, it would cost you more for the privilege of paying monthly. It's almost like paying for Hulu annually with a credit card and then making the minimum payments with interest until it's paid off in a year. In the case of Hulu or Disney Plus, the interest rate on that fictional credit card would be a startling 39%. And in the case of Amazon Prime, it would be a staggering 55%. Paying monthly is not an ideal plan. So what you want to do instead is save up in advance and pay cash for a subscription like this so you can take advantage of the best possible price. I want to thank my friend Reece Caruso for taking the time to tell me about his strategies for saving money. If you'd like to hear our entire conversation, check out the Practical Personal Finance podcast and look for episode number 12. It's available right now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you'd like to learn more from Reece, check out his YouTube channel. I left a link down below. How will you work on building better money habits in the coming year? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, click right here to learn about 5 books on money that changed my life. And if you're not already a PPF subscriber, then click right here to hop on board. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Scheer, and I'll see you next time.